welcome to my channel. In today's video I'll be showing you how to knit this beanie. This is a very beginner friendly pattern made by using only the knit and purl stitches. A very basic pattern which is very easy and very beautiful to make. So let's begin. Now to start working on this hat, we will need yarn and our knitting needles. The number of stitches that you will cast on will depend on your own measurements, the size in which you want your hat to be made into. So just make sure that you cast on multiples of 4. So to begin, just for demonstration purposes, I will be casting on 24 stitches only. So we will leave a long tail and then we will begin casting on our stitches. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here I have casted on 10 stitches. I'm going to cast on the rest of the stitches. Here I have casted on all of the 24 stitches. Now we're going to turn our work and we will start knitting. So we will go into each of the next stitches and we will knit all of those stitches. So just keep on knitting all of the stitches on this row. So I have finished knitting the first row. Now this is going to be a repeat for the next 8 more rows. You will just keep on working in garter stitch, which is knit each side. So all of the stitches will be knitted on both sides. We were on this side, we knitted all of the stitches. We will turn our work and again on this side as well, we will knit all of the stitches. So here we are working in the garter stitch and just keep on knitting all of the stitches on the next 8 rows. In total you will work in garter stitch for 9 rows. In this way you will keep on knitting all of the stitches. So you'll keep on working this way. You will knit you will knit all of the stitches on each side until you have finished working on 9 rows. Here I have finished working in garter stitch for 9 rows, and then we're going to turn our work and we will begin working in the pattern stitch now. So the pattern stitch is very simple. You are going to knit the first 4 stitches. After knitting the first 4 stitches, you're going to purl the next 4 stitches. And this is going to be the pattern for the first 5 rows. So for the first 5 rows, you're going to knit 4 and then purl 4. Begin by knitting 4 and then purling 4. Again knit 4 and then purl 4. Again, to end this row, knit 4 and then purl 4. So this completes row number 1 of the pattern stitch. Then you will turn your work and then begin working on row number 2. Row number 2 is going to be worked in the same way. We will knit the first 4 stitches and then we will purl the next 4 stitches. Very easy, but as the pattern progresses you will see how beautiful it will look. So these are the knit 4, these are the purl 4, and then again knit the next 4 stitches and purl the next 4 stitches. So in this way you will work on the first 5 rows. So I'm working on the second row now. I'm going to complete 3 more rows. I finished working on the first 5 rows of the pattern stitch, and this is what it looks like. These are our knit 4 and these are our purl 4. And after completing the 5 rows in the knit 4 purl 4 pattern, you're going to turn your work and begin working on the 6th row. Now from the 6th row up till row number 10, you are going to begin by working purl 4. Now where you were working knit 4, you're going to work a purl 4 over there. So after purling the first 4 stitches, you're going to knit the next 4 stitches. So just doing the opposite of what you did on the previous 5 rows. Again, purl the next 4 stitches and then I think I miscounted somewhere. That's purl 4 and knit 4. Yeah. Here is where I miscounted. So this is supposed to be a purl. So we started with purl 4, then we worked knit 4, and again we're going to purl the next 4 stitches. That's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Again knit the next 4 stitches and again purl the next 4 stitches and again knit the last 4 stitches. So this completes row number 6. Now we're going to turn our work, beginning row number 7. Again we are going to start by purling the first 4 stitches and then knit the next 4 stitches. So in this way you're going to work until you have reached row number 10. You're just going to start by purling 4 stitches and then knitting the next 4, doing the opposite of what you were doing on the first 5 rows. Here I have finished working on all the 10 rows, and these 10 rows are the pattern stitch for this hat. The first 5 rows you're going to work knit 4 purl 4, knit 4 purl 4, and then the next 5 rows from row number 6 to row number 10 you're going to work purl 4, knit 4, purl 4, knit 4. So this is what the pattern is going to look like. You will have these tiny squares made of knit stitches and purl stitches. Now you can change the yarn color here as well. You can make the knit stitches in different color yarn and the purl stitches a different color yarn. That depends on your preference, or you can use a single color as well. So in this pattern stitch you will work until you have 30 rows done. So here we have worked on 10 rows and now you have 20 more rows to work until your hat reaches so I finished working on the 10 rows of the pattern stitch, and this is what it looks like after you have worked the 10 rows. The first 5 rows you will work is knit 4, purl 4, knit 4, purl 4, and from row number 6 to row number 10 you will work purl 4, knit 4, purl 4, knit 4. These 10 rows are the pattern stitch in which you are going to work your hat, and you will need to work in this pattern stitch until you have 30 rows made, or you can go longer as well if that's what you desire. It all depends on how you want your hat to look like and what you want the length to be. So when you have finished working on 30 rows for your hat, this is what it's going to look like. Here I have finished working on the 30 rows of the pattern stitch. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this is how it's going to look like after the 30 rows are completed, and now we will begin working on shaping the top. So row number 1, for shaping the top, you are going to knit 2 together twice. So we're going to go in the first 2 stitches like this, and then we're going to knit those 2 stitches together. So that's 1, knit 2 together once, and then knit 2 together twice. After knitting 2 together twice, we're going to purl 2 together twice. So these are our next 2 stitches. We're going to purl these 2 together. Again, the next 2 stitches, purl these 2 together. So that is going to be your repeat for row number 1 of shaping the top. You are going to knit 2 together twice. So that's knit 2 together once, and then knit 2 together twice. And after knitting 2 together twice, we have our purl 2 together twice. So that's purl 2 together once and purl 2 together twice. In this way, you are going to work in all of the stitches on row number 1 of shaping the top. Now to begin row number 2 to shape the top, we are going to begin working by knitting the first 2 stitches together. I'm going to go in again and knit the first 2 stitches together, and then we are going to purl the next 2 stitches together, and that is going to be a repeat for row number 2 to shape the top. We're going to knit 2 together, and then we're going to purl the next 2 stitches together, going into the next 2 stitches and purl them. So this is how your repeat for row number 2 to shape the top is going to be. You're going to knit the next 2 stitches together, and then you're going to purl the next 2 stitches together. In this way you will work in all the stitches of this row. Row number 3 to shape the top is very simple. We're just going to knit 1 and then purl 1. Again, knit 1, purl 1. So this is how you are going to work row number 3 to shape the top. You are going to knit 1 stitch and then purl 1 stitch. Now the last row to shape the top is row number 4. We are just going to knit 2 together on row number 4. So we're just going to go in 2 stitches and knit them together, and this is the way you're going to work row number 4 to shape the top. We're just going to go in 2 stitches and knit those stitches together. Now we are going to leave a tail to draw through all of these stitches. Now you can leave a longer tail so that you can draw through all of these remaining stitches and then work to join your hat from the side. But as I have already left a long tail over here, so I'm gonna cut a shorter one over here. I'm gonna use this tail over here to join the seams together. So we're just going to leave enough yarn to draw through these remaining stitches. So here our beanie is complete, and if you enjoyed this video, please show your support by liking, commenting and subscribing to my channel. I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.